The Ducati Streetfighter V2 is our performance bike of the year, and accepting the award is Mr. Bipul Chandra, Managing Director, Ducati India. In fact, Bipul sir, this is the third time in a row that the Ducati has won a performance bike of the year.
Yes.
It has become an annual ritual of sorts for you guys, isn't it? So what do you think?
True. We are very happy to accept this award, and personally, I am very happy to accept the award on behalf of the team from Ducati India and all our Ducatis team. Yes, it's a matter of great pride for us that third year in the row we have won this award, and that speaks volumes about the Italian bikes what we have.
Okay, so on the whole, this year Ducati has been on a roll, not just in terms of product launches or new products, but also in motorsports. Pecco Bagnaia won the first championship for Ducati since 2007. From Casey Stone's time. So it's a big achievement, and you also crowned the constructors as well as team championship. Even in World SBK, you just recently bagged the title. So overall, I mean, it's fair to say that Ducati is making the best race bikes, and that same technology also trickles down to your road bikes. So any Ducati you ride, it feels like a race bike, whether it's an ADV or a Scrambler, or again the Streetfighter V2 or the Panigale. So what is this the secret sauce for the success behind Ducati?
See, the secret sauce will always remain secret. So it cannot be divulged. The beans would never be out. But the fact remains the same that yes, 2022 has been immensely happy year for us. As you mentioned, we have won various awards: the Constructors Trophy, the Team Trophy, the Individual Trophy, then the World Superbike Championship. So yes, that speaks volumes about what we are producing, what our engineers are conceiving and producing at Bologna. And as you have also mentioned that most of our road bikes, they are learning heavily from the track bikes. Yeah. So yes, the DNA will always be there, and we will always continue to learn from the track bikes and give the similar kind of technology to our road bikes to ensure that our road bikes are at the top of the game. And why only track bikes? As you mentioned, ADVs and other kind of categories of bikes, yes, our Multistrada range has received the so many awards in past 2 years since its launch that we are overwhelmed. We are very happy with the success of Multistrada, and that propels us, that guides us to release even further variants and models in the similar families and in other families. Very soon, I am very happy to share through your magazine that very soon you shall be having the Desert X in India. So that's another path-breaking kind of bikes from our side. For the first time, Ducati shall be in that segment, and we all are very, very excited about that bike. So let's see what the coming months and years have in store for us. But yes, I am very sure that the excitement shall be at the topmost level for the coming year as well.
So globally, the Multistrada V4 and the Monster are your best sellers so far in this year, after the third quarter. Is it the same case in India as well?
Well, Multistrada and Monster are top-notch selling bikes in India as well. However, for India, I would say that our Scrambler range is also a great seller. So numerically speaking, Scrambler is somewhat on a higher side, but the delta is just minuscule. Otherwise, the Multistradas, the Monsters, and all these, even Panigales, we are almost at the similar level. So we are very happy to say that the contribution from various categories or models are almost on equivalent level, and that means we are selling everything in India. Yeah. So India is not favorably or unfavorably, as you wish to look at it, is skewed towards a particular brand or a family. It is not that. Slightly, yes, in favor of the Scramblers. We can say that those are probably the entry-level bikes, more easier to handle for many of the customers, because in India, we still have the market going towards the maturity phase where not all the bikers are willing or wishing to handle heavy engine bikes or higher capacity bikes. So yes, Scrambler gets slight preferential treatment, but that's it. Otherwise, our family is equivalently positioned and represented in the market.
So we just saw the all-new Scrambler that was unveiled at the EICMA 2022. Yes. So how soon can we see it here in India?
Well, in 23. And it has been a ritual for us as well. As you said, the ritual for AutoX to give the Performance Bike of the Year award to Ducati. So now it has become a ritual for us also. to share with all our media friends on the very first working day of the year about our upcoming lineup for the calendar year. So again, we shall share with you the lineup in the very beginning of January, and we have some exciting bikes in store for you. Therein we will share with you the timeline for Scrambler launch, but 23 you can be assured of the arrival of the new generation of Scrambler in India.
So the Scrambler, of course, is like you said, it's the best-selling bike in the country. Then again, you have a lot of special versions of different bikes. The V4 SP was here. Then recently, we also saw the Ducati Pikes Peak V4. Again, a brilliant bike. But these are limited edition bikes, right? So are there some particular units allotted to India, or is it just on demand basis?
That's a tricky question because these are limited production bikes. So yes, there is always a very high degree of clamor and fight amongst all of the country managers to get the maximum quantity delivered to their country. So it's a mix of both, basis the requirement as given by us or the market, and basis the availability. So as we would not want to happen, but the situation remains so that the supply will always remain lesser than the demand.
Yeah.
In case of bike speaks as well, whatever units we were allocated, we sold within no time.
Yeah.
Even for some of our upcoming models for next year, for example, Streetfighter Lamborghini edition.
Yeah.
So whatever were given to India, we have already received the bookings for those bikes. So while that makes very good news item that yes, we will be getting Streetfighter V4 Lambo into India, the fact remains the same that all those bikes are already sold off.
That's great. So another question that I wanted to ask in particular, so Ducati, like we know in India, it's a very popular brand. It's considered to be an exotic brand. So what is your biggest market in the country right now? And what are, if you could just give us a breakup of like how many Panigales, or what percentage of your sales are Panigales, or this region favors Panigale, let's say North favors Panigales, or something like that. Can you just give us an insight on that?
Well, usually we do not delve deep into the percentage and numbers. So I will not go much into that, but yes, I will definitely give you an idea. So I would say North India and South India are our strong markets. West follows them, but the delta is again very, very small, and one good month here and there can make all these three markets almost equal contributor. East is something where we are slightly less, but I believe that is probably with the market itself. Overall, I would say that the contribution of the automobile segment from Eastern India is slightly lesser than the other regions in the country in general in automobile market. So probably that's not a cause of concern, I would say. Now coming back to the distribution of various segments or categories. So I would say like southern part, Bangalore for example, is a pretty good market for us. And while Bangalore sells almost everything, the Multistrada kind of bikes are obviously in great demand over there. Coming to North, for example, again we sell almost everything, whether it is Panigale or Multistrada, but the presence of the track in the vicinity of the Delhi dealership, that gives them, we can say, an advantage to sell more of the Panigale family bikes, even the bigger Panigale V4 family. So now that's a natural advantage they get because of the vicinity of track, and that's why I fervently wish that some of our other markets should get the tracks ready. Not only because I would be able to sell more, or I mean obviously Ducati. So not that Ducati or our dealers would be able to sell more of the Panigale family. It will be for the benefit of the industry as a whole. So even for an entry-level biker who may or may not be very conversant and comfortable with Panigale V4, the rider may start with a lower capacity bike, and in future they can upgrade to a Panigale V4, which is like the dream for many riders. So we are okay with that kind of idea also. However, to become India as a mature motorcycle market, we need more and more of tracks in other markets. We need more and more of riding situation. For example, in North, we have a wonderful riding situation going towards Himachal, going towards Jammu Kashmir. In Northeast, for example, we have wonderful riding situation towards Tawang and other locations. But in general, people as of today travel slightly less. So we would want more people to travel towards that part of the country, so on and so forth. So that's what we wish, and that is what my own personal wish and the professional wish would be, for the market to become mature, for the sales to stabilize at certain level, so that we can get more and more riders into the family.
So on similar topic, we've also got MotoGP coming in. It's provisionally on the calendar. It's going to be organized right here in the International Circuit. So what do you think? Are you looking forward, and how can a brand like Ducati, which is again a winning team, so how could you benefit from that, and what's your outlook on that?
Well, Shivank, that's a no-brainer actually. We are excited. There are no two thoughts about it. The prospect of having the MotoGP India is amazing. We are looking towards or looking forward to the actual happening of MotoGP. We are just waiting. It's a matter of time, I believe. I am sure the agency and the authorities behind this mega event would be working overnight, and they would be doing everything possible within their limits to make this event a reality. From our side, we will definitely take part with whatever resource we will be having at that point of time. For example, this year for our customers in India, we had a amazing MotoGP viewing at the Thai MotoGP at Thailand. So we had taken up a contingent of customers and media people from here to Thailand, and we had an amazing ride. Although it was a tough ride, I would say, because it was under rainy conditions, but it was amazingly enjoyable, and we had very good time with our riders like Pecco and Miller into our VIP box. So even our customers, they had a chance to go towards the pit and meet the riders there, look at the bikes, what we actually ride. So it was great fun. On the similar lines, we are looking forward to have something for our customers, riders, media people, whatever would be possible. As of now, we do not know what all would be possible, but yes, we are open to whatever possibilities and probabilities would be there. We are looking towards, we are waiting for the MotoGP to happen, and I am sure MotoGP would be a force multiplier in the long run. While in the short term, I would not say that yes, come MotoGP and I will start selling double the volume of Panigale. That is not the idea. It never happens that way. But yes, once MotoGP happens, I am sure the people who would be following up or who would be willing to take up track riding, definitely the percentage or the numbers would increase, and somewhere down the line in the longer run, that is going to benefit us as well. So all powers to MotoGP.
So lastly, I have one more tricky question for you regarding the future of high performance motorcycles. We know everyone is going electric, but there's an ongoing debate right now between going electric and using synthetic fuels. So what do you think? Which direction is Ducati more keen on taking in this regard? What's your take on that?
Well, it is very difficult to say which direction we will take. So yes, I will agree, that's a tricky question. However, I would say probably Ducati is working in all directions in the best possible way. So you must be aware, that's a media news, that 23 onwards Ducati shall be the sole supplier to Moto E.
Yeah.
So we already have a electric bike ready with us.
Yeah.
I'm sure by end of this year the bike would be given for media rider, whatever would be the way forward. That obviously the head office will look towards that. In any case, January onwards the bike or the bikes Moto E should be ready for the actual track uses. So we are working on the technology. We have definitely some of the technology, that's why our bikes are ready. However, it is very right to say that as of today, probably the technology is not ready up to the level that we can offer these bikes to the customer for real life uses.
Yeah.
Because you see, battery chemistry is a very complex subject, and as of now, we have only lower capacity batteries for our bikes. Because in a car, let us say, the entire floor area is available to be used as a battery pack. So that can be, let us say, 6 feet by 3 feet or whatever. So you got 18 or 20, 25 square feet for a battery pack. But in the bikes, it's very, very small.
Yeah.
Couple of inches here and there, I would say. So to have a battery that powerful to take care of the riding needs of a Multistrada going towards, let us say, Leh and Ladakh, Zanskar Valley, wherever, or Tawang, or down south somewhere towards the Kanyakumari highway, probably not possible as of now. So we are well aware of the legislations coming up in various parts of the world, Ducati being a global company, so we cannot remain blindsided to these things. We are working along with the whatever is the legislations from the various governments. As you said, synthetic fuel is something. So I'm sure, while I'm in the field and I handle mostly the commercial aspect, so I would not say that I know, but I can make a guess that our engineers would be working on this aspect as well, because we are part of the VW group, which is a pretty big group. I need not mention about that. They have access to various kind of technologies, and their engineers and scientists must be working on various things. So while battery technology, battery chemistry, synthetic fuel, or any other thing, I am sure Ducati would be pursuing 3, 4, 5 ways, and whatever would be technologically and commercial possible, that path should be taken by, or would be taken by, Ducati in due course of time. So it's a matter of time. We need to wait for that.
So thanks a lot, Mr. Chandra. You know, it's always great to talk to you, and great insights as always. So once again, congratulations on the award, and hopefully we'll see you next year again.
Definitely with one more award.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can I trust you?